All right, all right, all right. Let's see how the chat's looking tonight. Hope everybody's doing good. Back with another video. Let's go and let's go share this on Facebook really quick, y'all. Give me a second here, y'all. Hit that like button if you're joining. Get in the comments section down below, y'all. Y'all know what we do. Get in the comments. Drop a comment down below as soon as you get here. Let's get this thing started, man. All right, I'm just go share the video real quick. Share it over to the Facebook page. Hope everybody's doing good. Friday night, New York City. I know y'all ain't outside because it's too cold to be outside right now. It's too cold to be outside. So I know y'all not outside. So I know y'all inside. Ain't nobody going to the clubs tonight. Ain't nobody going to the bars tonight. All right? It's just too cold out there. Y'all stay inside. Go cop a bottle. Go cop some Popeyes. Go order some Chinese food. Get the Wingstop and all that. Bring it in. Get the pizza. Order the pizza. All that. And stay in, man. Listen, it's too crazy out there. I just saw a stat. The NYCPD says that New York City hasn't seen a shooting in the last 3 days. That's crazy. But it's your boy on Slaw Tree, man. It's another episode of Talking Bars. What's going on in the chat, man? I see Triple T reviews. Triple T, thanks for coming through. Triple T said, I got something to tell you. Drop it in the comments, Triple T. Drop it in the comments down below. Hope everybody's doing good on this Friday night. Let's get right into it, man. I want to talk to y'all. Today. We're going to talk today about female rap albums. And let me be clear. I'm not talking about female artists as a whole. I'm not talking about their whole career. I'm talking about singular albums. If an artist has 5, 10 albums, which one is their best album? If somebody had 2 albums, if there's the best album, somebody had 1, it don't matter. We ain't talking about their entire career. I'm talking about what is the single best female rap album of all time. I want y'all to drop it in the comments. Give me your top 5 in the comments, or just give me your top 3. Either or. Give me your top 3 or give me your top 5. Female best rap albums, not best female artists. We're not talking about best female artists. We're not talking about career. We're talking about singular albums. I see Triborough Jigglers in the chat. Try, what up, man? Thanks for coming through. Go check it out. I'm gonna tell you every time. I don't care if y'all sound repeating it, man. Go follow Try's channel. That Ain't Rap Podcast. Try's gonna drop it in the comments. Copy it. Save it. Take a screenshot of it. Go tap into it right now. Go subscribe. Come back. Whatever you want to do, man. That Ain't Rap Podcast. All right. Shout out to Triborough Gigolo. So there's been many amazing female MCs throughout all of hip hop, y'all. Like really, I tell you all the time, when I was a young boy in my teens in Trinidad and Tobago, this is in the West Indies, hip hop was popping in Trinidad, y'all. I'm telling y'all, man, hip hop. We had Slick Rick down there. We had Dougie Fresh. I was hearing Cool G rap down there. We had Rakim. We had one of the best rap battle. Listen, I remember when I was in high school, and we had like our yearly high school party, and I think that was the first time I heard the Roxanne Revenge song, yo. And then when that beat came on, Roxanne, yo, listen, that song blew my mind. And I was only a teen when I heard Roxanne Shante back in the 80s, man. So hip hop female in hip hop have been doing their thing for a long time. Iman is in the building. Shout out to Harlem. Harlem has stepped into the building. Iman, what's good? I see Clayton Phillips is in the chat. Clayton, thanks for coming through. Shout out to Clayton Phillips, always coming through. Today, I'm asking you guys, drop in the comments, either give me a top 3 or give me a top 5. Rap albums, not female MC. Who's the best MC career-wise? We're talking about singular albums. Okay? And there's a lot of people to choose from. The chat's going crazy. Triple T Reviews, yes, drop your top 5. Let me hear what you got. Triborough has a top 5. Like I said before, go follow Triborough, that in Rap Podcast. Go follow. Like, subscribe. All right. Triborough's list. Top 5. He has Lauryn Hill. Ooh, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. That album is solid. Listen, if I could put the Ready or Not album as the Lauryn Hill album, I would do it. But yeah, Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, fire album. Number 2. Foxy Brown, Il Nana, Brooklyn Don Diva in the building. Whew. That's hard too. That's one of my favorite albums too. Number 3, Lil Kim, Hardcore. Woo! I used to be scared of it. Now I thought, let's do it. Handle it like a real had a hunter. Try to jack me, take it in the yeah. Well, I got sands in Maryland. Even got Bahamas in the spring. Baby, it's a big mama thing. Can't tell about the diamond on my rings. That's how many times I want to come. 21 and another one and another one and another one. 24 carats, chigga. That's when I'm with the average chigga. Word to there. Brothers be baffling in vogue. Don't you like the way I roll and play with my cushy? Tell me what's on your mind when is it? Listen, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I think I know word for word every track on the Hardcore album, yo. I'm sorry, man. That Hardcore album was, that joint went busy, man. Missy Elliott, number 4, Super Duper Fly. Ooh. Listen, I ain't gonna lie. That list so far is fly. Number 5, Queen Latifah, Black Rain. Wow. Let me read that list again, yo. This is Triborough Gigolo's top 5, yo. This is a solid top 5, yo. I ain't gonna lie. This is solid. Let me read it again. Top 5. Number 1, Lauryn Hill, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. I got that. I got a copy of that. Foxy Brown, Il Nana, got a copy of that. Lil Kim Hardcore, you know I got a copy of that. Missy Elliott, Super Duper Fly, I got a copy of that. Queen Latifah, Black Rain. I don't have that album. I have her first one, but I don't have the Black Rain. Solid top 5, try. Today we're talking about best female rap album. Drop it in the comments. Iman has a comment. Iman says Queen Latifah, All Hail the Queen was a good one. That is a good album. Yep. Clayton said, what's up? What's up, Clayton? Iman says the real Roxanne ripped that joint. Listen, listen. My mind was blown when I heard, and even the song and the cutting on the song, and then she came in with the raw round. Yo, when I was in school and I heard that, I was like, who is this? My mind was crazy, man. Shout out to Roxanne Shante. Triborough says, honorable mentions, The Brat, Punctified. Shout out to The Brat. And MC Light, Eyes on Me. Shout out to MC Light, one of the best female spitters of all time. So yes, let me see what else is going on in the chat. I see Triple T Reviews has a top 5. Triple T Reviews says, actually don't have a top 5 female rap album yet, but I might have a top 3. Drop the top 3. Let me hear it. Triborough has a question. Which is Salt and Pepper's best album? Try. I ain't gonna lie to you. I never purchased a Salt and Pepper album. I have on my hard drive, but I don't think I have a physical copy of a Salt and Pepper album. So I'm not a big Salt and Pepper fan. They're cool, respect to them, but I was not a big Salt and Pepper. They had some hits. I ain't gonna do it on them. I ain't gonna do that. But I do not own any Salt and Pepper. Iman has a comment. Iman says, I honestly think Salt and Pepper was yo, Iman, you be wildin', son. Listen. Let's get back to it, man. Yo, so listen. Like I said, there's been a lot of great female artists dropping albums from the 80s. Salt and Pepper, MC Lyte, Roxanne Shante, Queen Latifah. We could jump into the 90s. We had Lauryn Hill, Missy Elliott, Rod Digger. Rod Digger don't get enough props, yo. And I'm gonna start dropping some Rod Digger stuff on this channel, because y'all don't be giving Rod Digger her props, man. Some of y'all probably don't know about and I got the Rod Digger album too. Some of y'all don't be giving Rod Digger her props, man. I'm gonna start putting some Rod Digger stuff on the channel. Rod Digger, the Dirty Harriet album, her debut album, Dirty Harriet. Go check it out. Foxy Brown, the Lady of Rage. Shout out Lady of Rage, Afro Puffs. The Brat. Tribal just mentioned The Brat. Lil' Kim. EVE. My phone is going wild tonight. What's going on? Everybody's calling me. Lil' Kim. Eve. Shout out to Evie Eve. That's another female artist that I think do not get enough mention. Y'all got to start talking about Eve some more. Bahamadia. I don't know if y'all know about Bahamadia, but if you don't know who Bahamadia is, y'all go check out some Bahamadia stuff. Bahamadia was dope. Remy Ma rounds out the 1990s, and then the 2000s. Really, for me, Nicki Minaj comes into the picture, and also my girl Rhapsody from the 2000s. So that's kind of my features when I go to a female artist. Those are my go-tos. So I'm gonna put up my top 5 that are close. These are these are 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These are the close, not top 5. I'm gonna put that up in a few seconds. Let me see what the chat is saying. So Iman says Salt and Pepper was Iman be bugging, man. Iman be bugging. Tribor says, who's the next top tier? Nicki, Rhapsody, Shenor, Megan Thee Stallion. I'm going to give you that right now. I'm going to give you my top 5, my 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to give you that just 1 second. Triple T Reviews, top 5. Triple T Review says, number 1, Dirty Harriet by Rod Digger. I love that album, man. The Rod Digger album never really went commercial. Even though she was down with Busta Rhymes, and even though she was down with Flip Mode Squad, who was pretty popular. Flip Mode Squad had a buzz here in New York. But for some reason, the Rod Digger album really didn't sell that well. The underground people that loved hardcore hip hop, we bought the album. We supported the album. But it just didn't reach that Il Nana, that Foxy Brown status. It didn't reach that Lil' Kim hardcore status. But that Rod Digger album, that Dirty Harriet album, that's a hard album, man. And I think that's what it is too. It was one of those, it needed a little bit more variety in it. But shout out to Rod Digger. Next one is Make Way for the Mother Lode by Yo-Yo. Shout out to Yo-Yo. I didn't even mention Yo-Yo. Okay, Triple T Reviews, I see you. And Black Rain by Queen Latifah. Shout out to Queen Latifah. Queen Latifah has always been a spitter, man. Triborough says the Lady of Rage album was disappointing. The Lady of Rage, when we heard the Lady of Rage on the Snoop Doggy Dogg album, when she opened up that album, like that, we thought Rage was gonna take off, yo. Like, yeah. But I can see that. But let's not play around, man. Rage is loved on that West Coast, all right? So let's not act like we Rage got some joints. But yeah, her first album, maybe a little disappointed, maybe. Triple T Review says, I'm gonna listen to more female rap albums. Thank you. You should. Tribal says, I blame Buster. And he's talking about the Raw Digger situation. He promoted himself and the Flip Mode Squad. Yeah. Raw Digger was a part of the Flip Mode Squad. And that time too, a lot of groups had that one female artist. Bad Boy had that one female artist. Rockefeller had that one female artist. G Unit had that one female artist. Dipset had that one. Like a lot of Rough Riders had that one female artist. Eve. So back at that time, a lot of artists, a lot of groups had that one female artist. So Raw Digger should have got more burn. All right. So tonight, if you just join in, we're talking about top 5 female rap albums of all time. We are not talking about female rap careers. We are not talking about their whole entire career. We're talking about singular albums. Who had the best albums? All right. Tribal says Remy Martin album got no promotion from Fat Joe. Remy Ma. When we heard Remy Ma, when we heard that Miss Martin joint on the Big Pun album, like I blew it bubbles in your speakers. I inhaled the deepest. What she said? She said I inhaled the deepest. Pull out on the speakers. A pregnant chick try to feed me, I'ma destroy her feet. Yo, when Remy Ma spit that joint and that Miss Martin joint, that joint was crazy. Remy Ma went bananas on that. But okay, I can see that. Fat Joe didn't promote her well. So yo, here's my top 5 close but no cigar. These are the 5 albums I think are close to being top 5 ever. But it just and let's be fair too. In the 90s, which I think is the most competitive hip hop decade ever. I think the 80s were cool. I think 2000s is cool. I think the 90s was the most competitive, where we saw the best bars from females. It was tough in the 90s putting out music as a female. Okay, because like I said, there was only really one female on a group of men on these. So you really had to show and prove. You look at Emile. Emile tried and Emile gone. They got rid of Emile. G Unit had Livia, whatever her name is. They got rid of her. The only really one that blew, Eve really blew up. And is Ashanti part of Murder Inc? Ashanti did her thing too. So female artists, man, it's all right. Iman has a comment. Iman says Tri Borough's list got it. Yes. Listen, that list from Tri. Let me go back to that, man. Let me go back to that list. That list is hard, yo. Tri Borough's list. Number 5. Top 5. Number 1, Lauryn Hill. Miseducation Lauryn Hill. Foxy Brown, Il Nana, Lil Kim, Hardcore, Missy Elliott, Super Duper Fly, Queen Latifah, Black Rain. If you don't have any of these albums in your discography, don't talk hip hop. Don't talk hip hop. Triple T says, what was the album that Raw Digger had before she dropped Dirty Harriet? I believe Dirty Harriet was Raw Digger's first album. I believe so. Tri says, Eve was the only female in Rough Riders and was a top-selling artist. Raw Digger wasn't. Yes, that's facts. So MC Lyte. MC Lyte, I think, is one of my favorite artists. Like, I love MC Lyte, man. And MC Lyte was one of those artists that when she put out albums, there was a lot of variety in her albums. She talked a lot of personal stuff in her albums. Her albums had great storytelling as well. That's the 80s though. The late 80s going into the 90s, storytelling was at its peak. So MC Lyte, close, but not top 5. The Brat. Listen, I love The Brat. I think she's a dope MC. Brat, close, but not quite top 5. Now, Nicki Minaj is a tough one, y'all, because Nicki Minaj is one of those artists. I see NYC Addictions is in the chat. NYC Addictions, call in, man. Call in. Give the people your top 5 female rap albums, man. Call in NYC Addictions. Let the people hear who you got for your top 5. Call in the show. Call in the show, NYC Addictions. Let the people hear your voice, man. Don't forget, go follow NYC Addictions channel. He got another channel coming soon, too, so y'all stay tuned for that. We're going to promote it right here on the show, so y'all keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes peeled to the channel. We're going to promote all of that stuff coming up. Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj, in my opinion, she was one of the best female rap artists early 2000s. Now, what Nicki Minaj did with her career, which a lot of artists they do, when they start gaining certain followers, when they start gaining more recognition, when they start getting more fans, a lot of artists change direction with their music, with what they're talking about, and it's okay. It's okay to grow. It's okay to change, but if you listen to Nicki Minaj stuff back in the 2000s when she was really young and really coming up her first few years, Nicki Minaj was super duper. Like, listen, her bars were nasty. When I mean nasty, I mean she had some ill bars. When Nicki Minaj started getting more fame, started getting more popular, she turned more from a rap artist into more of a pop artist. You know, so even though Nicki Minaj has sold maybe the most records, either Nicki or Lil Kim, Nicki has sold a lot of records, but a lot of her songs might be considered more pop than rap. Drop it in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know what you think. Is Nicki Minaj still rap, or is Nicki Minaj a pop artist? I think she's more pop than rap right now, but shout out to Nicki Minaj. Got some comments in the comment section. Iman has a comment. Harlem. Iman says, I believe Rod Digger was in a rap group aside from Flip Mode. Triborough has an answer. Thank you, Triborough. Triborough says Rod Digger was a part of the Outsiders. Okay. Shout out to Rod Digger again. Go listen to Rod Digger's music if you haven't caught up with it. Triple T Reviews says Eve was actually supposed to be on Dr. Dre's Aftermath Records. Okay. Shout out to Eve. Okay. Triborough Gigolo says The Conscious Daughters, Champ MC, Mystic, Applebee Fly was underground and never got promotion for anything. I know the name, but I don't know the artist. So I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna go listen to some of her stuff. But I've heard the name, but I've never followed her like that. We got Caddy K in the chat. Caddy K, thanks for coming through. Again, if you're joining the chat now, hit the like button if you're here. Today we're talking about who are the top 5 rap albums, female of all times. Top 5 female rap albums. We are not talking about career. We're not talking about who had the best career. We're not talking about who sold the most albums. We're not talking about who has the biggest booty. None of that. We're talking about who has the best albums. These 5 albums right here, those are my close but not top. Hold on one second. I got a call coming in. You? What is? Oh, Try, what up, man? Hold on. Try is on the chat. Triborough is in the chat right now, calling in live. Don't forget, y'all go follow Triborough's channel. That is Rap Podcast. All right, Try, what's good?
What's good? Yeah, I wanted to call in. Nicki, I felt like Nicki in the beginning when she did the mixtape, she was more hip hop, and then when she got signed to Young Money, she became more pop. You know, she started doing songs with Drake and with Will I Am and many others. But I still will call her hip hop because she still does, you know, hip hop. But she's like a lot of her big hits are like more on the pop side.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Let me ask you this: 80s, 90s, 2000s. What era had the best female hip hop?
The 90s.
90s. Okay, so you're 90s.
I mean, because we had, and not just in New York, we had like the South had Trina. You had Gangsta Boo, rest in peace to
Gangsta Boo, rest in peace, Gangsta Boo.
You know, you had Lady of Rage, you know, on Death Row. You know, and then over here, you know, we had Kim, we had Foxy, we had, you know, MC Light was doing her thing, we had Salt and Pepper, we had Eve, you know, doing her thing with Fridays, and so it was like, you know, Charlie Baltimore. So
shout out Charlie Baltimore, man.
Yeah, it was like we had like females from like all over the like different regions of the country that was doing their thing in the 90s.
Okay. There's a female artist that I did not see you mention in any of your mentions, Rhapsody. How do you feel about Rhapsody?
I like Rhapsody. I think she's one of the like very few in this era that's pushing like the positive music for young women out here, and I feel like the young women, they really need that positivity, and she can also spit bars as well, and I love the stuff that she's done with Ninth Wonder, and the stuff that she's doing now, and I think it's only gonna get better, and yeah, she's one of the best out right now.
Okay. I'm gonna go back to Nicki Minaj. Do you think Nicki Minaj should have stayed more on the hardcore side, or did she make the right choice, going kind of pop and getting more fans, tapping into the fans?
When she first came out with Pink Friday, I know she was saying that she idolized like Lady Gaga, because you know Lady Gaga was big in the pop world at that time. She wanted Lady Gaga fans, and you know she's done like the big hit songs like Starships, you know, Ring the Alarm and Your Love, and she's had the big, you know, pop songs that crossed over that got her that audience now. But I feel like she's still hip hop. She's still a hip hop artist. But you know, a lot of her songs, her hits now are like aimed for the mainstream.
Okay. So we're in 2025 now. Who's your favorite female hip hop artist today? Right now, dropping music right now.
Right now, I still like Rhapsody. I like what Shayno is coming out with. You know, with the stuff that she's doing with 30th Special and the Trust Group, and you know, there's some other ones coming up. Pretty Bully, she's underground. She's coming up. There's some other ones. There's some other ones out there. I know there's a female by the name of Lady Pun. And she's been dropping stuff on like on YouTube channel.
Okay.
There's some underground ones that's coming up, but like I would love to see Remy come out with an album for once, because everybody knows her for her drama outside of music, but I would love for her to actually come out. She needs a new album to come out.
You think Remy still has bars to keep up with what's going on today?
She's always had the bars. It's just that her album came out, you know, she got caught with the, you know, she had shot her friend or whatever, and went to jail for a couple years, and she blamed Fat Joe because Fat Joe wasn't promoting the album. And I liked her album, and you know, she had the buzz on the streets. She had the mixtape and everything, and
she did.
When she came out, she didn't only album she did was the album with Fat Joe, but she really needs to drop her own music again.
Okay.
And remind people like, yo, she got bars, and she can be as big as Megan or Party out here.
Okay. Yo, Try, I appreciate you calling in with your hip hop knowledge. Before you go, tell the people where they can find you, man.
You can find me on Instagram, Triboro _ Gigolo, and subscribe to my channel on YouTube, That Ain't Rap Podcast. That's DAT Ain't Rap Podcast.
All right, Try. Good looking out. Thanks for calling in. Yo, that top 5 that you put there.
Yeah.
Miseducation, Lauryn Hill, Il Nana, Hardcore, Super Duper Fly, Black Rain. That's a hard top 5, man. I can't even question. I can't question any of those albums to take out of that. That's a hard top 5 right there, man.
No, thank you, man.
All right, Try. Good looking out. Stay up, all right?
Yeah, peace.
All right, peace. Yo, that was Triboro Gigolo, man. Like he said, go follow his channel, man. That Ain't Rap Podcast. Try got all kind of stuff. He talks about sports. He talks about old TV shows. Great hip hop head. Go check him out. Go follow his channel. All right, let me see what's going on in the chat, y'all. I see Caddy K. Caddy K says, what's up, fam? Saying hey all the way from LA. Whoop whoop. Shout out to LA. There go. This gotta be NYC Addictions. Yo. What up? NYC Addictions is on the line. Yo, tell them who you are, man.
Yo. Shout out, first and foremost, shout out Charles Burrow. You already know, I just heard you, say what's going on, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to 16 Bars. You know what it is.
All right.
We outside right now.
Tell them what you promoting, man. What's coming up next? I heard you got some new drinks coming soon. You got a new channel coming soon. Talk about it.
Yeah, I got a couple of things happening right now, a couple of projects right now. I got some new business coming out called Exotic Drinks. I got some shit coming from the West Coast and all that stuff, from Colorado, West Coast, and even Canada type shit, you know what I'm saying? I also got a new show coming up. Y'all gonna stay tuned. I'm gonna send you the link. But you know. All right. I just asked, try this. 80s, 90s, 2000s. What era had the best female artists? Well, it depends, because you know what? If you want to talk about respecting the
no, don't do that. Don't toe the line. Don't toe the line. Here on 16 Bar, we pick sides.
I think the best was the 90s.
Okay.
It resonated with growing up in the times.
Okay.
More than it was in the 80s when everybody was in love. That wasn't real, that struggle. But then it started becoming more sexualized in the 90s, but it was still a street. And then it became, I don't know what happened in the 2000s.
Okay. So I'm gonna pick your brain from it. Do you remember the first female rap album that you bought with your own money?
Actually, I stole it from my sister. It was actually a salt and pepper tape.
Oh God, man! Yo, you can't promote stealing on the channel, bro.
Hold up, I borrowed it. I'm in the same house, but you know what it is.
All right.
First one was salt and pepper.
I'm looking in the chat. I don't see your top 5. You want to give us your top 5 or your top 3 albums?
Top 10.
We're not 10?
Top 10.
This gotta be wild. All right, go ahead. Hold
on. Shout out the chat real quick. Shout out to the chat. Put W's in the chat. Let's go.
The chat looking good. The chat looking good tonight. Go ahead.
Yeah. All right. The first one I put, because obviously everybody know her around the world, is Queen Latifah, obviously.
Okay. That's one.
Number 2 would be Missy, because she's a promoter, she's a production artist, and
okay.
She's an artist, and she's a writer and all that.
Okay.
Number 3 would be Lauryn Hill.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Influential.
Okay.
4, of course, would be Salt and Pepper.
Yeah, hey. There's some people in the chat getting on Salt and Pepper, man. But go ahead. Go ahead.
Hold on, son.
Go ahead.
I'm just saying.
I'm just telling you what the chat is. I'm just telling you what the chat is saying.
Party, right? I mean, they sounded a little funny, but yeah. Anyway, going back.
Okay.
The top one. Let me see. Where we at?
Yeah, 4.
MC Light.
Right. Shout out MC Light. Okay, 5.
Number 6 would be The Brat.
Yeah, shout out to The Brat. Okay, 6.
7 would be Trina. Well, I don't know. Trina before Little Kim?
I'm not putting Trina over Little Kim. I'm not doing that. This is you. I'm not doing that though.
I was just negotiating myself right there.
Okay.
But I don't know. And then I will put Yo-Yo, number 8.
Okay.
And number 10 would be Foxy.
Okay. All right. I gotta respect that, man. But like I said, the chat ain't feeling Salt and Pepper, man.
Salt and Pepper.
I don't know what's going on with the chat today, man. They're trying to get in Salt and Pepper. But yo, NYC Addictions, man. Tell the people what's going on in the streets right now in New York, man.
Yo, we outside. It's fucking cold, but New York.
Yo. Watch the curses. Jay-Z voice.
My bad. Yo, we outside. Everybody outside. This is New York. We outside getting drinks. We're on the east side. Upper east side, come through, slide through. There's a couple of balls on the lounge. It's happening right now. You already know.
All right. The last thing I want to ask you, are you following the Beanie Siegel drama going on right now with the Beanie Siegel interviews?
Well, when he's saying, when he dropped the album, the same thing, so I guess his own boss did the same thing he did to Nas.
I mean, we put out a video that showed that wasn't true. Jay-Z's album was coming out sometime 3 months later, sometimes 6 months later. So it actually wasn't true. What do you think about it when he said Jay was riding for Bleak?
Jay riding for Bleak because they friends. That's not a problem. That's not a problem. You got enough money that you can change people's lives. You might as well keep your boy next to you.
All right, all right, all right.
That's what he did.
Somebody in the chat just mentioned Emil. What do you think about Emil as an MC?
Ah, come on. Yeah, she sounds like she smokes black and mild, bro. I mean, shit. No, you know what? The same thing with Tribal. Shout out Tribal again. Remy Ma has never been the same since Pun stopped writing for her. So I don't think that's real.
Come on, bro. She said she went to meet Pun and she had her own round when she went to Pun House the first time.
Never came out until Fat Joe said, "Yo, Pun, write us something real quick." And then she came out with Miss Martin.
That was hard. That's a hard track.
Okay, that's
a hard track.
So you just like Lil' Kim had to ride the coattails of Biggie, didn't he?
Do you want to see a Remy Martin album?
I want to see it happen before. I want to see Papoose album. I want to see what he got to say. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I want to hear that she's punching people in the face and all that stuff. I mean, I already see it on TMZ.
It's about making money now. It's not about fighting and getting in violence, bro. It's a lot of money out here to make with these streaming platforms, these YouTubes, these TikToks.
The internet loves drama. That's how you sell tickets now.
You in line. All right, give the people a final word before you get up out of here.
Yo, you already know, man. Yo, shout out to 16 Bars. Yo, there's going to be some new merch we're working on. Make sure you buy the merch. Support the channel. We outside. Subscribe, link. Hit the button, share, and hit the people in the street. Holla.
All right, yo. NYC Addictions, thanks for calling in. I'm going to holler at you, all right?
Holla.
All right, one. Yo, you heard it there, man. You heard it straight from NYC Addictions. Go follow his channel. Triborough called in. Go follow Triborough's channel. I'm going to go back to the list. This is my close but not quite. MC Light, The Brat. Listen, I love the Eve album. I'm not going to lie to y'all, yo. I love that Eve album. Love is blind, and it just eat my your mind. What you think is love? That Eve album, it touched me, yo. When I first listened to that, I was going through a lot of stuff back in the days too, you know. Eve, the Share My World album from Mary J. Blige, those albums changed my life, you know what I'm saying? But Eve, I love that Eve album, man. And we had Queen Latifah. So that was the top five after the top five. So that was close, but not good enough. I'm gonna give y'all my top 5 albums of all time. And I'm going to say this too. This is not debatable. Y'all can say what y'all want. Y'all can say what y'all can type what y'all want to type in there. Y'all can go on the Instagram and do all that. This is not debatable. All right? This is not debatable. Top 5 female MCs. And when we're talking about best 5 albums, you got to talk about rapping ability. I don't want to hear corny bars. I don't want to hear no bubblegum rap. All right, don't put no Cardi B in my tape deck. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear none of that. I want bars. You got to have rapping ability. Your album has to have replayability. I'm looking at you, Nas. Nobody's bumping King Disease. Nobody's bumping Magic here in Jamaica, Queens. Your album has to have replayability. We have to bump it over and over and over and over and over. Your album has to have some type of length to it. Listen, I don't care what y'all say about these eight album songs, these 6 album songs. Nas, I'm looking at you again, Nas, Illmatic. I don't want to hear y'all say Illmatic is the best album all time with 9 songs. I know it's 10. One is an intro. 9 songs don't cut it. I'm putting It Was Written over Illmatic. Let's get off of that. Listen. You got to have rapping ability. You got to be spitting bars. Yeah, you have to have replayability. And your album has to be memorable. Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. This might be one of those perfect albums. I know most albums are not perfect. I know most of the times there's a skippable track. I know sometimes this album is near perfect. Lil Kim, hardcore. Listen. There is nobody in the 90s that did not have this album. I'm just saying it. I'm saying it out loud. All right? Nobody. All right? Super Duper Fly from oh my God, Missy Elliott. This is one of those albums that changed the scope of hip hop. Okay? Changed the scope of hip hop. So when you listen to that album and you listen to the way Missy is spitting and the way Missy is spitting her bars and the way she's going off of the production for Timberland, listen, Super Duper Fly is, you know what I mean. Rhapsody Eve. You know what? Maybe some of y'all don't know about Rhapsody. Maybe some of y'all listen to her music and you probably don't listen through all of the tracks. Rhapsody is a beast. And if you listen to that Eve album from Rhapsody, from the opening track to the production, to the way she flows on every track, Foxy Brown. Listen, I'm gonna need y'all to stop. I'm gonna need y'all to stop what y'all doing and bow down to Foxy Brown. Because a lot of y'all females, y'all don't give Foxy her props because y'all too busy giving Lil Kim her props. Foxy Brown was wearing Christian Dior and Moschino and all that stuff too back in the days as well. Foxy Brown is just a big trendsetter when it comes to fashion as Lil Kim. But y'all keep thinking Lil Kim started all that. Foxy was doing it as well. Lil Kim first album, Foxy Brown first album came out in November. 1 week apart. Same month, same year, 1 week separated those two albums. So if Beanie Siegel only had money for one album, maybe he'll go and buy 1 week. Those albums came out at the same time. Those two MCs were under two of the greatest MCs of all time. Lil Kim had Biggie, Foxy had Jay, or you could say Foxy had Nas. So they were around some of the best spitters of all time. This top 5 is not debatable. Hit the comment section. Let me hear what y'all got to say. And I know y'all going to wild out. Let me hear what y'all got to say. Use the chat saying right now. Triborough says, you bugging. 6. King's Disease and Magic was great. Okay, you know what? We gonna talk about that one day, Try. We gonna talk about that. Try says, I love Rhapsody. Does she have a definite rap classic? I think Eve is her classic album. Not perfect. Eve is her Rhapsody's best album, hands down. No debating. Try says, Pun put her in Terror Squad, and Fat Joe got rid of anyone Pun was associated with. Oh, man. Wow. Caddy K says he's speaking facts. All facts. Triborough says, Illmatic is a hip-hop Bible, even with 9 songs. The argument I have with people all the time about Illmatic and It Was Written, if you put Illmatic and It Was Written side by side, and you go song for song, you say every song on Illmatic is perfect. Let's say every song on Illmatic is perfect. That's 9 songs. It Was Written has about 16 tracks on there. So even if you said the first 9 tracks on It Was Written maybe it's not as best, they are. Almost every track on It Was Written is a great track. I'm taking 16 great tracks over 9 great tracks any day. But again, I'm not mad at anybody that picks Illmatic over It Was Written. Those were 2 amazing albums. I'm not even going front. I ain't even gonna lie. Triple T Review says there's actually 10 songs on Illmatic by Nas. There are 9 songs in one intro. Intro is not a song. Patience Love Patience Love, thanks for coming through. Patience Love has a comment. FOH. Oh my God. Pink Friday. Bye. I'm off. Stupid. And a bunch of unicorn. Oh man, yo. Patience Love, thank you for coming through. Hope you come back. I hope you gave the video a like. Thank you very much, Patience Love. Tribal says, I love the Godson album. Doesn't get mentioned enough. That's facts. Get. New York, face the beef, the face, and the young boys. That Godson album is one of my best. I love the Godson album. Caddy K says, yes, she is. Caddy K also says she just doesn't get a lot of play. Okay. Diamond Onyx is in the building. Diamond Onyx, thanks for coming through. Happy New Year to Diamond Onyx. Shine bright like a diamond. Diamond, thank you for coming through. Diamond says, you are so right, Onslaught, a.k.a. Talking Bars. Diamond says, let me go press your like button. So good to see you. Good to hear from you, Diamond. Thanks for hitting that like button. Iman says, thank you, Red is the greatest. Oh, my God. Yo, we bugging, man. No sexy Red in this video, y'all. Triborough says, Latifah is better than Rhapsody and had more of an impact. Latifah does have a bigger impact to me than Rhapsody, because you look at the time when Latifah came out in the late 80s, there were a lot of men that were spitting back then. Cool G Rap, you had Rakim, you had KRS-One, you had Slick Rick. Like the late 90s. The late 90s was tough too, y'all. Y'all gotta give the late 80s. The late 80s was tough too, man. And to see Queen Latifah make her way in rap in that era and stand tall, yes, I will agree with that. Queen Latifah has a bigger impact than Rhapsody, but I think Rhapsody falls into the same category that Queen Latifah and MC Lyte falls into, because in the late 80s, hip hop wasn't as raunchy as the 90s. Hip hop, you could still have a not political, but the rhymes that you were spitting was more intelligent and more grounded. The 90s is when we started seeing the Salt and Peppers later on, is when we started seeing the more raunchy type of music come into effect. But Rhapsody, she's not that type of raunchy artist. She's very grounded. Her bars are very positive, and you listen to Rhapsody's music, she'll teach you something. So yeah, I'll give Latifah, when it comes to impact, over Rhapsody. But for the new generation, Rhapsody is doing what Latifah and MC Lyte did back in the late 80s. Thanks for that comment. Actually, Triple T says, actually, it was written, has 14 tracks. Okay, 14 tracks over 9. I'm taking the 14 tracks. Triborough says, Thriller and Purple Rain had 9 songs each. Those albums made by MJ and Prince, a legend. Same with now. That's not hip hop. Shout out to Prince, rest in peace. Shout out to the God, Michael Jackson, rest in peace as well. Diamond says, rap those lyrics. Always, Diamond, always. Diamond says, KRS-One and Nas were born the year of hip hop, 1971. Shout out to KRS-One, man. That's my dude. That Ain't Rap Podcast is in the building. Like I said before, man, go follow That Is Rap Podcast. Go follow Triborough's channel. Click on it right now. Tap into it. Hit the subscribe button. You're going to learn a lot from Triborough. He has a variety of things he talks about. Talks about movies, cartoons, old school sitcoms, sports. Just go tap in, man. Listen to your boy Onslaught. Go tap in. Go subscribe to the channel. All right. So today, if you're just not tuning in, I'm asking you guys, who has the top 5 female rap albums of all time. We heard a lot of albums in the chat. Thank you, everybody, for coming through. Triple T Reviews, Clayton Phillips, Diamond, Iman, Harlem's in the building. Shout out to everybody for coming through. Thanks for NYC Addiction. Go follow his channel. If you're watching this video on YouTube later on, drop your comment in the comment section down below. I want to thank you all for joining the chat. Don't forget, man, subscribe to the channel. It's your boy Onslaught Tree. I'm going to see y'all soon. Hold up. This weekend, man, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we got a treat for y'all, man. Y'all got to tap in this weekend. This weekend is going to be wild. Turn on your notifications. We got some wild stuff coming this weekend, all right? So, yo, it's your boy Onslaught Tree. I thank you all for joining the chat. Let me see what's going on in the chat one more time. Diamond Onyx says, appreciate you. I appreciate you, Diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Try says, we got to get on the show. Yes. I got to set up the extra cam, Try. So when I get the extra cam set up, I'm going to definitely get that done. Caddy K says, we love you, 16 Bars. Caddy K, appreciate you. Thanks for coming through. Hope you enjoy our content. Triple T Reviews says we are going to talk about top 5 or top 3 male rap artists too. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. So y'all stay tuned for it. All right. So thank y'all for coming through. I'm gonna see y'all on the next live. All right. It's your boy Onslaught Tree.